Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke, joined by Jason Shear. Hello, Jason Shear. How are you doing today?
Splendid, Michael. How are you?
We've got some very, very exciting news. Let's see here. Let me see if I got the email back, if I can respond to this or no. I hold on just a second. All right, yeah. Well, here, once the contract's signed, we will put it out there.
I know what that is. Is that who I think it is?
Yeah. Some very good news, though. Some very good news. Very much looking forward to this. Yes. All right, but we got a lot to get to this show. First of all, Sheer, I want to give you a massive shout out. You said that you were in it to win it when it comes to women's basketball. You broke a big commitment today. Who is it?
Michaela Purdue. Mike, I told
name.
you about her a few days ago. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland State Horizon Player of the Year, which is a big deal for any conference. Averaged 20 points a game, had a couple 30 spots. She can score. And as Cody pointed out, she has a Gilbert Arenas tattoo. So
yeah, what more do you want at that? Yes. So we will talk some more women's basketball. That's for you, Mary Hansen. And by the way,
Arizona might have a better backcourt already than it did last year.
By the way, if you're not on this Arizona women's Facebook page, I don't know what to tell you. Get on there now. Even if you don't like women's basketball, it is fun. There are a lot of crazy people on there. It is how would you just? We're going to get to men's basketball here in a second.
It's a potpourri of bat shit crazy is the best way I could put it. And I'm sorry to curse, but I had to.
Yeah, that's
the only way to describe it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give you an exception here. It's very, very interesting.
Yes, and Wildcat Authority, real quick, we're going to get to men's and all that. I did add a women's basketball board to Wildcat Authority to kind of separate it. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, go on there. It's just Arizona Women's Facebook page, and just put on there, and then just say that you want to join, and then they
they'll add you.
Yeah, it takes you like 30 minutes. We've added it's funny. We've added like 700 people to that page. Yeah. What? Okay.
Hey, I just got an idea from someone. We're all over the place. Carter has been doing Bible verses all week. Have you noticed that? Carter Bryant.
I don't really follow anybody else's Twitter, but yeah, but somebody is.
Okay. Do you think that maybe he's leading up to announcing on Easter?
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, like I said,
I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you don't get to speak on this one. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Okay, so we will talk about that now. We're going to talk about Arizona men's basketball here. I also want to take a quick little victory lap here.
Oh my God, it's not.
Yes. For the longest time, Shearer has been stating that there is, and Shelby as well said there's no such thing as venomous rats.
Correct, there isn't.
There is. First of all, there absolutely is. You go on Wikipedia.
In Africa, yes. In the United States, there aren't.
Second of all, Gene Hackman died from poisonous rats.
No, diseased rats. Mike doesn't realize that there's a difference between poison and disease, and he's really been hammering this home as of late.
Look at Daniel S. There are venomous rats. There are.
In Africa, yes, not America.
Yeah, Gene Hackman died from venomous rats. There was literally venom that was like
yes.
Venomous excretions. How about that?
Venomous excretions.
Yeah,
that's like what you have after Buffalo Spot, right?
Yeah, venomous excretions. Yeah, children, we got a blast coming through here. Oh, that was very good. No, Twin Mama, though, absolutely broke that. That was some good stuff. Either way, we're going to get back to this. I am a humble victor, as everybody on here knows. But at the same time, it is what it is there, Sheer. It is what it is.
I thought of you, speaking of venomous. I was feeling.
This is great. A $9.99 Super Snap. Richard, venomous rat. Yes. I was
playing Fortnite because I'm a mature individual, and there's a new weapon on Fortnite that's a gun, and you shoot it, and basically a deadly stink bomb starts to kill you. And I thought of you right away.
Yeah, like the drawstring that comes out. It's like, yeah. I think it was Julie Miller that said that. It was very, very good. All right, real quick. So Gene Hackman, basically his wife wanted to basically cut everybody off from their life. So they had a $4 million estate where she was just watching, and there was poop everywhere. There was rat poop everywhere. And she ended up dying from rat poop poisoning. And he ended up dying from being not able to take care of himself. I think that's pretty much right.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's not funny, but they released her search history today, and it's like ways to breathe and why am I sick? And it's like, yeah, you look around you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't get it. So anyway, all right, T-Birds. I learned I was blocked by Rich Carrillo last week, and I've never had any. Rich Carrillo is literally the biggest loser on the face of the earth. When I say that, this man watches every single about me nonstop. I will not change. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's get to some Arizona men's basketball talk right here.
Mike, you're I'm not typing, Cody. Your mic is all over the place.
Oh, is it? What just happened?
I'm not doing anything.
I didn't do anything. Is it bad?
Now it's fine, but I didn't do anything. Cody yelled at me. I didn't do a thing.
All right, now is it fine now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, all right, now I'm good. All right, mic drops, baby. I don't know what's going on. All right, so anyways, let's talk a little bit about Carter Bryant. We're going to talk about We're going to talk about the third guard in the rotation. Yes, Jesse Bridges says. Let's see here. Jesse Bridges, can you wish my daughter Allie a happy 21st birthday? Absolutely, Jesse Bridges, $2 super snap. Also, I can't stop thinking about her birthday. How about that?
That's a little weird. That's a little weird.
Well, no, because he always tweets out he can't stop thinking about stuff.
You see him break Carter news this morning?
No, the Carter Bryant was at the airport. Yeah. He has like dreadlocks now. It's amazing.
Crazy.
All right, Ryan Neal. No, there's not to that.
No, I keep answering people on the board that I think there is too. No, there's absolutely nothing to it.
Yeah. Okay. So he's not. The question was, is there anything that he's on the roster now? No, there's not. Well, we will see. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about Carter L. Bryant and here's what I believe with Carter. I believe you have to have his decision sooner than later. I also believe if he does declare for the draft, you have to proceed as if he won't be coming back, and then if he wants to come back, cool. But if he does enter the MNBA draft, taking his but with preserving his eligibility, I still think you have to still think you have to proceed as if he's not coming back.
Here's the thing: if he goes in, I mean, I would think he's staying in. You're a top 20 pick. He's not plummeting or anything during workouts. If anything, he's probably moving up. And if you're Arizona, you can't wait to June. You just can't. So then part of the decision is, does he want to go to the NBA or does he want to go elsewhere?
Want to go where?
The MNBA, or does he want to go elsewhere? Because to me, it's slim pickings in this portal now, right? The portal is starting to get pretty not great, especially at the small forward position. Now, things happen when a team like Arizona magically has a spot open up. But if Carter goes, you have to be able to sell someone on a starting spot. And then you bring in a starting 3. And then let's say Carter wants to come back. Well, now what are you doing? Who's coming off the bench? Stuff like that. Obviously, the new guy is. Well, now the new guy that you told was probably going to be starting, his minutes just got cut in half. It's a really difficult position. And that's why I think it's taken so long, is because I think if Carter goes in, he's in. Like, I don't see him as someone that wants to play elsewhere but Arizona. This is, to me, in Arizona or NBA decision. Like, that's just what he's doing.
Now, do you put anything on there that he's basically retweeting everything of the let's run it back Bible verses?
I think like Carter just retweeted the women's commitment.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, Carter loves Arizona.
He does.
He loves I don't think it. I know it. He loves the University of Arizona. Even if he goes to the NBA, he loves the University of Arizona. So to me, it's just him loving the U of A. I don't think he's decided, because I don't think if he's decided, I think we would know, right? Like, I don't think he's the type to drag it out and all that. But it's definitely playing with people's emotions that he's retweeting everything Arizona. Everything.
Yes. Okay, now retweeted. All right, let's pay a couple bills, and then I want to get back to this here for a second, because I believe Carter L. Bryant is we decided his middle name is Lane, right? Carter Lane Bryant?
Yeah.
Okay, Carter L. Bryant. So it is Carter L. Bryant, but let's pay some bills here first. All right, Michael Rubin. All right, here's the deal. Look at this one right here. Cliff Johnson. Now, Michael Rubin, you might have played against Jeremiah Dibble at the Sporting Chance. Jeremiah Dibble, he was on the Sunshine Boys. Okay, now, let's see here. Anyways, Cliff Johns for $500 off closing costs. Great deal. Senior loan officer, mortgage officer. And again, he can help you buy, sell, or refinance. Local to Tucson, lifelong Wildcat fan teacher. Again, you can tell by the Cliff Johns reference. Again, and you need help with debt reconsolidation, all kinds of different things right there that Michael Rubin's got going on. Plus, since he's a senior loan officer and a mortgage broker, he can get you better deals and better rates than most. Check it out. Yes. All right. Now, Jeremiah Dibble and David Rosen have both vouched for him. Check it out. All right, Sheer. Also, Eris Dental, my friend, Eris Dental. Land the man with the master plan. I have not seen Land the man with the master plan in here yet, but that does not mean that he isn't watching from afar. Okay, let's see here. Somebody's asking me about, no, I'm not on Blue Sea. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. But, Sheer, do you know the deal about the dental implants in the championship package?
Yeah, get it now, buddy, because it's only going to go up next year.
Next year, when Arizona wins the national title, it's going to be 2026. So, again, if you want to get that 1997 rate, you do it now, my friends. Right now. Now. Yes, daily urgent care. And here's the other deal, too. If you're Jeremiah Dibble and you're like, you know what, I got a lot of stuff to do during the day. I need my tongue. You go in there. They won't take your tongue. They're just not going to. They will. I mean, maybe if you ask them to. But do you think they would take your tongue out if they asked him to?
I don't think so.
I don't think
at other places, but not at a place of Eris Dental's quality.
Right. Not going to do it. TucsonTeeth.com, TucsonImplants.com. Again, 1997, you get the full implant and the crown. Check it out. Okay, heavy is the crown.
Mike,
okay.
When you said cut the tongue off, I swear my dog just vomited on our couch. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Mike championship package. Yeah. Okay, now let's see here. David says, Mike, you have an imposter on Blue Sky. Is it Blue Sky or Blue Sea?
It's Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. That Jason Shear put her handle as Black Jason Shear. I presume that's not you. No, I'm not on Blue Sky.
Black Jason Shear?
There's a Black Jason Shear? It's J. Roan Shear.
Oh my God, Mike.
That's good. Yeah, that was funny. Okay, now let's see here. Jesse Bridges says, if you need a tongue, I can get it to you by 3 o'clock. Well, here you go. It's a great deal. Okay. Back to Carter Bryant, though, for a second. He, to me, again, is the difference between being a championship contender, being a top 10 to 12 team. Now, I do believe that Arizona is going to get I do believe that Arizona will get somebody very good if Carter L. Bryant does declare for the draft. But make no mistake, you want Carter L. Bryant back.
Yeah, it's a tough. I'm looking up. There is indeed a Black Jason Shear.
Oh, by the way, look at this. Andy Bryant, $4.99 Super Snap. How many of the men's 15 rosters need to be filled? Probably 12.
So, don't they have 10 right now?
Well, let's do this in my head. I'm not good at math. So you've got.
Let me look at the roster so we can just do it the easy way.
Yeah. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way by just looking it up. But Andy Bryant, I believe they'll probably have 12. I don't believe they're going to go with 15.
All right, Mike, you ready?
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
Bradley 1, Aristot 2, ADO 3, Carter 4. We're just including for now. Krivas 5, Nelson 6, Awaka 7, Burries 8, Pete 9,
Bryce 10.
Bryce 10.
Did you mention Dwayne? Did you mention Aristot?
Yeah, so you're saying they're going to add 2 more? If Carter leaves, you think they add 3?
2. I think they'll have 11 or 12. How about that?
I think they leave 1 open. They're
going to have 14 scholarships then?
This is what I don't get. Why does 11? Why? Even if it's like filler, like why not just add?
Because you have to pay him though. I think that's the thing.
But if you pay a guy 70, 175 grand.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying. I don't think
like to me, 11-man roster. You're playing with fire.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that one at all, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. But you get Carter back. I am going to go on record. I think Carter's coming back. I have no inside information on that whatsoever. None.
Michael Luke is promising Carter Bryant's return.
No inside information, but I would. I kind of believe that he's coming back. I think he really likes it here. I think his family is very reasonable. If they do go pro, I totally get it. But
you have to pay European guys NIL.
No. So here's the deal. And there was a guy on Twitter that actually.
I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's a way you can't pay them the traditional way or something, but I can't remember, but there is a way to pay them. Yes.
No, what I'm saying is like, let's say Arizona has 11 guys and it wants to get to 12. If they go and find a point guard in Croatia, like a Conrad type, right? Do you think they'd have to pay that kid? Like, did
Yes.
Conrad get paid to come to Arizona?
I would hope not. But
You see what I'm saying? Like, or does a kid like that just want to play in America so bad that he's willing to take a pay cut?
But no, Mo got paid, Henry got paid. I can't remember. There's a way around it, but they all get paid.
It's if you have a job, you have to have a job.
Now, there's something else. This big baby guy put it really well. Let me see if I can find this on Twitter. Hold on. This guy actually did a really good job. Oh, yeah. We already talked about it back the A-Ray about the venomous rats. We already talked about it. I claimed victory. Hold on.
International athletes are generally restricted from actively participating in NIL. However, they could still do it through passive engagement, such as merchandise or NIL activities in their home countries. So in other words, there's ways around it.
All right. This guy right here, he actually said, he actually put something out there that I think makes a lot of sense. I want to see if I can find this, though, because it made a lot of sense to me. All right, let's see here. Okay, here's what he says. Foreigners. So did the foreigner from Wisconsin on Iowa State, did he get paid?
Oh, yeah. Plenty. I'm just saying, like, my thing is like.
Here, let me back down. Here's the deal.
Yelling?
Foreigners on student visas cannot get NIL money from non-NIL collectives as they can't have jobs while on that type of visa. Therefore, they can't be in, say, a commercial for your local car dealership. They have to get NIL money from school-affiliated NIL collectives. Do we believe this?
What NIL collectives are school-affiliated? That makes no sense.
I don't know. It sounds official. It sounds good. I'm going to run with it. Yeah, I don't know. I paid Conrad a compliment. I hope they didn't pay Conrad. I mean, he was doing them. I mean, anyway. Okay. Now, your board is breaking down over something here, Sheer. Now, I get that it's the message board. I get the season. This is where Fry Rice is basically going and telling everybody that Dwayne
Henry got $2 million, by the way. Henry got $2 million.
Did he really?
Yes.
Okay. This is the best time of the year, though. This is when you got guys that have never seen Dwayne Aristot say that he won't be a good pick and roll defender based off some highlights that they watched from him as a freshman at like Brewster Academy or something. But your board is freaking out now because before in the past they were freaking out that Tommy Lloyd couldn't recruit. And so he dispels that. Then it was you're not going to have a nice combination of bringing good players back along with that. Well, he is. Now, your board is complaining about the 8th or 9th man and that there isn't a third ball handling guard on this team. Sheer, some people can never be happy.
I mean, they're not. Here's the thing, though. Like, and the point that we were making on the board, they're not wrong. It's just not right. Like, look, I want a rim running big man. I want another guard. I want a 3-and-D forward. That's what I want, right? Yep. That's not free.
Right.
That's what
like, and every team, and let me ask you this. Every team has some flaws going into the season. If I were going to tell you that we were going to look at this roster and say, man, the big thing is that we don't have a third ball handling guard that's going to play 22 minutes per game, I think we'd be okay with that.
Yeah, and we have in Arizona has 3 ball handlers. So it's like they want a specific ball handler. And I get it. I want a guard that can create. Evan Nelson, I have no problem with Arizona adding him. I think you would agree he's not a guard that can create, right? He's not going to beat a guy with
open 3, can bring the ball up the court, and he's bigger than Conrad.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and when you talked about this the other day, these guys aren't free.
Right.
Your tweet put in perspective, and you weren't kidding. Duke Brennan is asking and probably will make $2 million on the open market. Now, what's happening is
he deserves every last penny of that.
Underpaid. What's happening is these guys are asking for more money now because of the house settlement and all that. And eventually, I don't know who tweeted it earlier today, but they're right. These teams are running out of money. And a lot of the guys that are still in the portal have kind of priced themselves out in the sense where like we don't like there's guys like AJ Stewart is getting a ton of money. Like there's dudes that are getting a lot of money, but the longer these kids wait, the longer, the harder that money is going to come by. So it's a situation where the market is just insane. It's not, I don't know if it'll ever be like this again. I really don't.
Kobe, yes, you're right. That is a very good follow. We're not going to tell people to follow it, but it's a very good follow. Yes. Let's see. Sanders getting his jersey retired is absurd.
Stupid.
It's the dumbest thing ever. But it's a.
It took Rashawn Salam like 15 years to get his.
Darian Hagan won them a national championship as their quarterback. He was the college football player of the year. His jersey still isn't retired. Yeah. That whole family, bunch of egomaniacs, man.
Hunter and I get Hunter. It's still
the Heisman. I get it.
But not now. Why now? Like, you're not even supposed to retire jersey now. You're supposed to wait like 10 years.
That's because the thing about it though is they know he's only going to be here one more year, so they better get it in now. That's what they are doing. By the way, my tweet that everybody beat me up on, I still stand by it because I said Deion Sanders has made his last trip to Tucson. Guess what? They don't play in Tucson this year, my friend.
Look at you. Look at you.
They don't play in Tucson, my friend. Okay, now let's get a couple more reads in here, and I want to claim victory over another group of Sasquatches. I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, I don't get it, but it's fine.
Okay, let's hear. Okay, Bridge Tech Communications. Now, here's the deal. I was in smelly, rainy Seattle. I could not find a gym anywhere, and it annoyed the heck out of me. Here's the deal, though. I went there, and Bridge Tech Communications. Sure, what's going on in the background with your phone? I keep hearing that ding.
Shelby texted me once and said, "Make sure you talk about UConn." That's the only text I've got at all time.
Well, that was another one, though. BridgeTechCommunications.com. Hey, Sheer, do you like 750% average ROI? That's That's like what Rage gives out at Shotgun Willie's. But again, Rage being on your board is great. But promotes 100 plus health entities. There's a reason you get 750% back because it works. And again, can help your market, gym, wellness, spa. We very much like Tony on this Bridge Tech Communications. Check it out. Okay, now what do we got? Talk to me. Comfort X HVAC, my friend. They might be having a new deal coming around here.
Whoa, is it the Camino deal?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's the Tony too. But they will can't put it out there yet. But here's the deal though. Free routine maintenance for first-time clients, small business with big-time savings. Tony Gimino very happy with it because again, who doesn't like saving $2,000, my friend? $2,000 residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. Wildcats for 10% off, but they might be getting a better deal coming up here very, very shortly. Small business with big savings. Check them out. All right. I want to claim victory over an entire fan base. Now, for the last 6 months, all of these Illinois putzes, they've all been saying, Mike Luke. Why are you so mad that a player chose to leave and transfer to another school to better himself? Well, I don't know if you've been seeing the meltdown that this Illinois fan base has had about Merez Johnson transferring to Michigan. Sheer, this is awesome.
Yeah. It's every fan base is the same. Some are just more extreme than the other. But we got to stop pretending like we're hoity-toity over there in Illinois. You get mad, Merez Johnson and all that. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It is. And they're going on. And it's funny. Some of the people that were DMing me saying, grow up, all of this are the ones that are calling him multiple 4-letter words left and right. Again, you mess with the paw, you get the glove. Yes, I do not hate to see it at all. I like it. I thought it was very, very, I thought it was apropos. How about that? These beacons of moral integrity, the Illinois Twitter fan base. Now you see what's happening there. That's what I like. Take that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Yes. I love this for Illinois. Who does not love this for Illinois, Miss Shelby K? Okay. Now, this Mike Luke and this beef ain't going anywhere. My friends. It's not going anywhere. All right. Now, later on, Murph asked me to have a guy named Matt King on the show next week. Probably going to try to have him on. He can answer a lot of the NIL questions as well. So that's going to be something that's going to be fascinating. Now, I want to talk again about Mr. Dwayne Aristot. I feel like we need to talk about him about every show now. I had somebody that asked me, they're like, what are your expectations for Dwayne Aristot? Can he play? And yes, I know who the coach is. I just can't say anything, but I apologize. But Aristot, again, if you look at his highlights, and I know Fry Rice has to try to extrapolate that into what kind of pick and roll defender he is. The guy's not a bad ball handler. Again, I'm not saying that he's going to come up here and he's going to create and everything, but I think people are selling it a little bit short that he's going to be able to handle the ball a little bit. And I do believe that he can defend it too. I do believe that he can defend a 2. I just don't know that he can be a 2. How about that?
Well, why can't he be a 2?
Well, no, offensively, I don't know that he can be a 2.
Well, why not? If you can defend a 2, why can't you be a 2?
Well, that's what they would always say about Aaron Gordon. Well, he can defend a 3, but yeah, he was terrible to watch on the offense as a 3.
He was a 3. He's a 3 right now, isn't he?
Well, he wasn't a dude. That's not the same player.
Yeah, I mean, I'll believe the Aristot is a 2 guard when I see it.
Yeah. But he is. But I do believe he's going to be really. I am buying the hype. If he's healthy, I am buying that he's going to be good.
Yeah, what is good? How do we define good? Like, what numbers are we talking about?
All right, do we consider what Carter Bryant did this past year good? Yeah.
Number statistically? No, not really.
I mean,
I love Carter, but he averaged 6 and 4.
Well, that's also because Tommy refused to play him half the time.
So how do we know Tommy's not going to refuse to play Aristot half the time?
Well, I mean, we can say that about anybody. How do we know that he's not going to play Burry? That he'll play Burry? Wouldn't that be hysterical? He brings Burries in. He's like,
I'm serious though. Like, we just don't like. He has to play Burries for obvious reasons.
He should. I think we can probably agree he should have played Carter more. Can we?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
We know he has to play Burries and Pete for political reasons. Those guys are starting done deal. He doesn't have to do that with Aristot. So, like,
I get it.
What numbers is Aristot putting up? I think Aristot's good. Don't get me wrong, but I also don't necessarily like. What numbers are you projecting for Dwayne Aristot?
I'm going to say that Dwayne Aristot. All right, I'm going to say that Dwayne Aristot is going to average 19 minutes per game. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is that okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's going to average 19 minutes per game. I'm also going to say that he's going to average 8 points.
Okay.
8 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal.
That's fine. That's perfect. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he's going to average 19
minutes.
Dude,
that's all crap.
Points, 18 rebounds.
No, that's all crap. You've been pushing that BS rumor forever, and now everybody on the board.
Rumor. You said it on the show.
No.
Last year you had Arizona at 120 points.
No. Guess what? Arizona. I had Arizona leading the Big 12 in scoring.
You had KJ Lewis averaging 18 points with 7 rebounds and 4 assists a game.
Yeah. Now, again, I last year said that they would lead the Big 12 in scoring.
You had Trey Townsend as Arizona's leading scorer last year.
No, that's crap. That's
second leading scorer.
No.
You did. Caleb Love and Trey Townsend.
No. Jaden L. Bradley. But yes. Yeah, I agree, though. Daniel, we should all take that 8 points. You know what's interesting? I think Arizona is going to have a ton of guys this year that it's going to look a little bit. Now, listen, I do think that Braden Burries is going to probably average 15. I think Braden Burries is going to lead the team in scoring. That's just my guess. But I think that this team is going to have like 8 guys that average between 8 and 15.
Mike, 8 guys that average between 8 and 15. Mike.
All right.
8 guys.
Okay, I'm going to ask you right now. Let's do it. How many?
Who's the number? Hold on. Who's the number one?
Last year? How many guys on the team averaged 8 points per game last year?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
I bet you it was 8.
8 points per game.
I bet it was 7.
8 between 8 and 15.
Yeah. So you had Henry, you had Tobe, you had did Townsend average 8?
You had 6, Mike. There are 6.
All right, 6. And this year's team is more talented.
And Walker was at 8.
Okay, and what was ADO?
7.
Okay, so you had a lot of guys. Fine. How about this? 7 between 7 and 9. Yeah, whatever it is. Either way, I'm going to claim victory here. But I think it is going to be a fairly well. I also do believe that this. I believe people are underplaying Koa Pete.
Dude, I love this game with you. All right, what do you think Koa averages?
14.
So you think Koa and Burries average about 15 points a game?
Yeah, I do. And I think they're going to be the leading scorers on the team.
Got it.
Yeah, keep going. I see you. I see that little thought bubble farting out.
I think that's a lot between 2 freshmen.
Okay. All right. What do you think they're going to average?
I mean, well, you know what? I'll give you 14. I'll give you 14.
Get it? Yeah. I think they're going to be the 2 leading.
Con Nipple. The Nipple averaged like 14, and Cooper was what, like 18?
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
So you think they'll be? You basically think they'll be the best freshman combo in the country?
Why do
I can't see any other team having 2 freshmen that average 14 points a game. Houston, maybe.
How many teams that last year had guys that averaged 14 plus?
As true freshmen?
Yeah, Duke, Rutgers. Who else?
I mean, I'd have to look how many teams even started true freshmen.
Yeah,
I don't think there was many. Did Rutgers have it?
Rutgers. Oh, you dummy! Rutgers had 2 guys that averaged 20 per game.
Ace was at 17. Yeah.
And what was Dylan?
Dylan was at 19. I love Dylan Harper.
Yeah, so you had 2 guys.
I just didn't. Yeah. So Florida didn't. Like, how many teams started 2 freshmen?
All right. So Duke had it and Rutgers had it.
Okay.
Baylor only had Edgecombe.
Right. Baylor had right.
Right average 12. Right average 12.
Right's numbers went down.
Right average 12, and what did Edgecombe average? 15?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, you basically think it's fine. I'm not.
All right. So what do you think?
What you're saying is crazy.
No, what do you think then? How many points for Braden Burries then?
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, you agree with me. Then what are we arguing? We're not arguing. Oh wow.
I'm just saying. Because the reason I think is because Caleb's gone. I just think naturally. Now I do. Well, if Carter comes back, I think Koa's numbers probably lower a little bit.
Yeah,
I think Koa's more in that 12 to 15 range.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Washington. Who did Washington have?
Dude, do you know that Washington has like the 5th highest payroll right now in college basketball?
Yeah, with Spinarkle as their coach. Yeah. Dan Spinarkle. All right, now we got the hedge segments coming up. Cody this is a great time to have the hedge. All right, yeah, it's time for the green or not hedge. It's time for the long view hedge of the week.
What about Kansas? Do you think Kansas will have a better freshman contribution than Arizona?
Sure. Because you got Peterson, that's a lock, and then who else do they have? I'm sure they got somebody. Hey, are they going to get that Tyrone Stokes? Is he going to be there next year?
Next year, no. He's not reclassifying.
Right.
They got Peterson. No, they only have Peterson.
Yeah, but he's going to average like 30. So it's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
All right, now let's see here. Wait. All right, yeah. All right, let's get the hedge of the weekend here from Longview. All right, Sheer. All right, everybody, drum roll, please. This is what everybody's been talking about. Did you have it on your bingo card that Gene Hackman was going to pass away from poison from a rat?
Yes, I thought he would pass away from diseased rats. I called it years ago.
Okay.
What's the hedge? I don't understand.
Okay. Yeah. All right, now let's talk about. I'm going to ask you right now. Over or under points here. Okay, but first, who is on the? Who is going to be the? Is Carter Bryant back? Longview hedge of the week. Come on, stop being a weenie. I already said I thought he was going to come back, and I have no inside information.
Yeah, I'll say no.
You're going to say no, he's not coming back?
No, yeah, why not?
After saying all day, you think he is coming back?
Yeah. I didn't say all day. We haven't said anything today.
No, you said that. I think you said earlier in the show you thought he was coming back.
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, either way. All right. Okay.
Here's the decision I think you have to make. Do I think Carter should come back? Yes. But there are coaches like Calipari, probably like Tommy Lloyd, that basically say, if you are a top 20 pick, thank you for playing with our team. You need to go to the NBA. And I think there are people that are telling Carter, if you are a top 20 pick, whether you want to stay or not, you have to go.
No, I think that's stupid, though. I think
it's stupid as well. But there's coaches that do that, and I never understood that. What's the difference in guaranteed money?
Guaranteed money? Yeah, I'm just saying that if you can give Carter Bryant a $1.5 million, that's good. That's good to be.
How much would he make? Let me see. The top pick. Let me see. I'm going to see right here, Mike. I'm going to say, let me see a bunch of times. All right. The rookie wage scale. That's what I want, right? The number 1 pick can sign a $57 million contract over 4 years. Oh, so let's say Carter Bryant is the top 20 pick, right? Mm-hmm. He would make 3.3 as his rookie salary a year.
Yeah, we need him back. Plus, we can't. Here's the problem. If he goes out into the wild, we can't protect him.
I honestly think that's a bigger issue than his basketball.
I agree.
Carter's still a kid. When you talk to Carter, he's still a kid.
Carter is a baby. We cannot let Carter be. Chased by the javelinas in the professional world. Okay, it just can't happen. Not on our watch.
That's a stupid college basketball list. JT Toppin, yeah, like Kobe said, is basically making the money of a top 10 NBA pick.
Yeah. I mean, oh, by the way, Texas Tech, if they get back Darian Williams, going to be really, really good. Is Hans Christian Andersen back?
Yeah, they're going to be loaded.
Okay. All right. Now, here's some more. Now we're going to go over unders here. Javelinas or Coyotes? Oh, Javelinas would beat the heck out of a Coyote. Dude, I saw like 3 Javelinas going down the street the other day.
They don't do anything. They smell, though.
They have girth to them.
Yeah, but they stink, too.
It's stinky girth.
If Darian Williams goes to BYU, it'd be one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
BYU would be the preseason #1 team in the country then.
Easily.
Yeah, if they're not already. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go position by Jaden L. Bradley. Does he average more than 8 points per game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Braden Burries. Does he average more than 8 points per game?
Yes. Yes.
Whether it's Carter or a transfer,
yes.
Does that person average more than
everybody in Arizona's starting 5 will average more than 8 points a game. That's a low number, dude.
Okay. Now
that's 40 points from your starters.
All right. Now, who do you? It's 40 points. Okay. It is. Now let's talk about. Let's talk then a little bit about the bench. Let's say. Do we think it's going to be Tobe coming off the bench?
No, I think Tobe starts. Don't you?
Okay. Yeah, I do too. Does Mo Krivas average more than 8 points per game?
Yes.
There's 6. Okay. Dwayne Aristot.
Yeah. You're saying 8. I'm saying you said 12 to 15 before.
No. Oh, no. I said more than 8. I said more than 8. I didn't say that 8 guys were going to average.
I think Aristot is probably close.
And what about ADO?
No.
All right. So you got 7 players averaging more than 8 points per game.
I think in the 8 range. Yeah.
Okay. There. Take that. Again, you look stupid.
12 range. No.
I never said that.
You said 8 to 12.
No, 8 to 12 again. But again,
you said 8 to 12.
8 to point. Yeah. Now let's see here. Rick Barrett's 8 points per game from Tobe seems steep. He averaged like 8. He averaged 8 last
on the dot. 8 on the dot last year.
He averaged like 8 and 8 in like 3 minutes a game.
Yeah, 8 and 8.
Oh, this is good. How many dunks from Krivas per game? No, way under 1. How many dunks?
You know what I take? I'm going to take offense to
David Rosen.
No, just in general, the narrative surrounding Krivas from Arizona fans right now is trash.
Right.
It's just like people are making him out like he's Alex Jacobson.
Correct.
Like, come on, guys. Like, Tommy Lloyd loves him, number 1. He's good in Europe. He was good at Arizona. Oh, he's slow. He's lumbering. He can't shoot. He can't do this.
He sucks.
He sucks. Obviously, he doesn't suck.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good victory. I also like the people too that are like said that Henry sucked last year, and now they're saying that Krivas sucked. Yeah.
Here's the people that thought Dylan Anderson was good. It's just so annoying.
You done?
Where's he going?
I don't know, man, but I am really interested in where DA is going. DA.
Who else do we need to know where they're going?
Yeah.
Is that the only one we care about? Duke.
Hey, let me ask you guys this. If Carter Bryant were to leave, do we like the hyphenated kid out of Grand Canyon?
The 26-year-old?
No, he has real eligibility, though.
No, well, I'm dead serious. So he's also like 26.
I don't care about that. That's fine.
I don't mind him.
Yes.
The problem I have with him is he's very Caleb Lovish in the sense that he is going to shoot like a madman and at a low percentage.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, now where's Conrad going?
Where isn't Conrad going?
I got one for you. Who scores more? This is a new one.
Do you think if I ask our guy where Conrad's going, he'll answer me?
I got a better one for you. Who scores more points at the Division I level in their junior and senior year? Conrad Martinez or Cohen J. Gonzalez?
Well, I don't know where Conrad's going, Mike.
Well, I mean, I don't know where Cohen's going either.
Do we?
No, I have an idea. I think it's going to be Cohen, kid from Pima. Boom.
I mean, the kid might not even play D1.
Who
is Cohen playing D1?
Yes, he is playing D1, and I bet you he's going to play at a higher level than Conrad.
Where is he going on D1?
Who did you just add? Who is this group?
It's what I said.
He's got an offer from. He's already got an offer from Iona. All right, hold on. What group is this that I've just been added?
Yeah, it's not a new group. I'm asking if we have any idea. Tell him the answer now.
No, he's not talking to you, and he's been awesome to me. I'm not going to play with that one. Grant Foster did go full Caleb against Alabama last year in the round of 30.
Harry McDonald just re-signed with the Sparks, Mike.
Oh, that's big. All right. So are we okay with Williams or Foster Grant or whatever his name is?
I guess. I feel like he would. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of his.
Yeah,
he's good, but I'm not. He's not my type of dude.
Florida State guy that your board will go absolutely crazy about.
I love him, but he's not.
But your board would hate him. So this guy averaged like 20 points per game in the ACC last year, but he only shot 32%.
Nate Calmese, according to, I don't care if it's Trilly Online, whatever. Nate Calmese, 2.
Where?
Wake Forest.
I love Nate Calmese. You know who his backcourt mate was in high school?
It was no, I don't
Jay
remember.
Gonzalez.
Wow. All right. So I'm looking at basketball transfers by position.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you can't name any of these guys, right?
All right.
But, okay, so we're going to go small forward, okay? RJ Lewis, no. Stop asking everyone. No. Jameer Watkins is the kid from ASU.
ASU?
ASU. Not ASU.
You mean FSU. By the way, back to A Ray's right. Everybody hit like and subscribe. Come on. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Kennard Davis is an interesting one.
That's such a canard. Everybody throws that out, and it's such a canard. Because
he's a low guy on the totem pole, right? Low, major, whatever, mid-major. But he puts up crazy numbers. He's visited Ohio State, DePaul, and Ole Miss.
Don't want him.
I don't know. That's the problem. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it.
You said he's
gonna say it.
Huh.
They gotta tamper.
I agree. I've always agreed with this. I think
Tyler Harris at Washington is intriguing.
Yeah. No, you got to.
No, would you take Arsenault to start? Probably not.
Probably not, but I would love to get him on the team, though. I like Arsenault a lot. Javier Ramos is already signed with I
have a good one for you. Javier Ramos signed with Loyola Chicago. I have a good one for you. He didn't play college basketball last year. He redshirted. But would you take Naz Cunningham as your starting 3?
Nah, I think I'd rather have Arsenault. I have no clue if Naz Cunningham's good or not.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean,
literally no clue. And the fact that they're not really trying to hold on to him also leads me. I would rather.
Tough.
Yeah, I would rather have all those other guys. I'd rather have Arsenault, and I'd rather have the hyphenated guy from Grand Canyon than if the guy didn't play. And if the guy didn't play, oh, by the way, so I was doing yard work the other day, and I've got this bad callus on my hand. Check this out. So do you see this? Look at this callus. You see this thing? Look at this. Look.
Ew.
Yeah. But check it out. The skin just came off. Look at this. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Everybody look at. Okay. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. All right. Now, I do have something that we do need to talk about here for a second. Dylan Anderson's mother, or not Miller, mother, Dylan Anderson's father has long believed that he's a small forward. Should we, is that something that's possibly in the equation?
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I would put my foot down.
Man, everybody's mad at me right now. It's a blister. You're acting like you've never seen a blister.
It's disgusting. It's gross.
Here, back the blister. But use
it's not a callus. You said it was a callus.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But anyways, what were you going to answer there, Sheer? I thought it was going to be something good.
What?
I don't know.
UConn series.
Oh, UConn series. Very, very good. I like this thing. I like the UConn series a great deal. I'm going to say, never mind. Mike says you're mad at me. Who's mad? Well, who's mad?
In that group.
No, don't say that. No, because he's giving me a lot of stuff right now. But I love it. Now, one thing that really annoyed me about Sean Miller, your guy, is that he would never schedule difficult things. And if he did, it would be like some weak thing like Illinois or something, or some some mid school. Man, the Tommy gun goes all out.
Okay. You want me to play devil's advocate, even though I don't agree with what I'm saying?
Sure.
By scheduling so hard at a conference, Arizona gets matchups where it has to face Duke in the Sweet 16, as opposed to figuring out the schedule a little better and getting a higher seed and making the Elite Eight.
Yeah, but Arizona was never going to be above a 3 or a 4 seed. Arizona didn't deserve to be above a 4 seed.
Oh, that's not true. If Arizona won 2 more out-of-conference games against bad teams, it's easily a 3 seed.
Yeah, but again, they didn't play well. It was
I know, that's my point. So what do you mean they were never going to be a higher?
Yeah, they weren't going to ever be a high seed because they weren't ready to play.
Mike, all they had to do is beat Oklahoma and West Virginia, and they're a 3 seed.
Do you think they would have been a 3 seed? Not a chance.
100%.
No chance. No chance. No chance.
What do you mean?
No chance. Texas Tech's also better than Arizona. Texas Tech was also better than Arizona. Kobe L. Thiel. I don't know what else.
Mike, you're arguing something completely different.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
What am I arguing? All right, well, there's your hedge segment. What do we have for the all right, we got to get another read in here. What's the next read? What do we got? Talk to me. Where'd you go? Shearer?
I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Shearer, where'd you go? Venomous rats are attacking me.
I'm out of here.
Venomous rats. I cannot find venomous rats anywhere. Oh, woo, for a second. Okay, now, Shearer, I am going to be at Arizona Primary Eye Care on Thursday. I'm very excited about this one. Guess what?
They're again? How many times do you go?
I live there, man. I got a cot in the back, and I got a cot in like one of those, like I've got my RV back there. But it's not parked at RJ's Frozen Cactus in the parking lot. AccuView is now offering $400 towards contacts, $150 for disposables, 60 plus insurances, same day urgent visits, and again, Sheer, they're going to keep your eyelids there as well.
That's very important. Anytime you have eyelids, it's important.
The eyelids are something that the eyelids are very, very important. You don't want to get rid of.
Underrated.
Yeah. Do we think that red wines has eyelids?
Dude, it's bad if you don't have eyelids.
Yeah, because I think he's just searing at the screen every time Caleb Love plays. But either way, check it out though. Arizona Primary Eye Care. You'll thank me later. Very, very much like them. They got 4 locations. All right, and Baggins, back the bag, baby. Whoo, get the bag. All right, Shearer, are you going to go get anything? Are you going to go to Baggins? Somebody go to Baggins. We need a real-time Baggins at some point.
Someone do a real-time pick. I'm not going. It's too late, but someone do a real-time.
Somebody get a real-time pick. Hey, you Gen Zers in here. We need a Gen Zer in here to go get one of these. They'll do it. Hey, Wilbur's Wildcat, get off your tush and go.
Whoa, don't yell at him.
Yeah. All right. Back the bag. Get the bag, baby. All right. Anyways, they got Albuquerque turkey. Our guy Ali very much likes the Albuquerque turkey. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. Again, somebody needs to real time it. Oh, he responded. Join our VIP text club for text Baggins at 877-797-0444 for specials and deals. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yes. Okay. Now, all right, sure. People are asking about football. How was football practice? I didn't go.
I can't believe you didn't go.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. I will say this, Mike. The offense is very good. I really now, with a caveat, the offensive line
with a very large caveat,
not very good. The difference is that Daggy is smart enough to work around that. Of course, you need a good offensive line. But what I mean by that is the passes are very quick. He's rolling out a lot of screen pass. I hope you like screen passes. The offense is fine. The defense, the depth, the issues are very clear when you go to practice. They need a punter very badly.
Right.
They need a long snapper very badly. They need a center very badly. If you were to ask me what 3 positions they're most likely to land in the offseason, those are the 3. Also, Shelby's absolutely, my own wife is literally, what is the word when you slandering me right now?
Good. Well, yeah, I'm sure she's right. What is she? What's she?
We had a sandwich. I've had sandwiches that night. We had a sandwich in New York. That was what I wanted.
Sandwich at night. I like sandwiches at night.
Yeah, we have hoagies, and I eat sandwiches at night in New York. She's lying.
Yes. And Thomas. Now, I know that it was considered revolutionary at the time, and revolutionary because it didn't work. But he says, please tell me they stopped with the delay run the middle play. I don't think we're going to see that as much here. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's not even a thing. It is not a thing. It is. I can't give too much schematically away. We're not allowed. But like, for instance, we saw a play today, and it seems simple, but it worked really well. Where basically Noah faked a throw to the right and then did a quick screen to the left, and it went for like 20 yards to Risano. It's good. The running backs are good. Quincy Craig is good. Chris Hudson is really good to the point where other teams are trying to get him to enter the portal.
He's ours.
I know that for a fact. And when he stays at Arizona, I can tell you what team was on him the hardest.
Are they from a rain drenched area?
No, they're from literally one of the biggest and best college football programs. I found this out today in the nation. Like but he's the best receiver on Arizona right now, and I think that's worth something.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about Chuba. Chuba,
you're gonna laugh. Go ahead.
All right, no, I wasn't there. I take pride in being at all these football practices. I was not able to make it today. Sheer, tell me about Chuba.
So Arizona, Grayson Stovall didn't practice today. He got banged up a little bit the other day in practice. So they put DeCambra at center.
Is that the kid from Hawaii?
Yeah, and he's not a center. And it's been weird. There's been a couple linemen, like Jordan Brown's hurt. So they had to shake things up there. Ty Buchanan missed all last week due to personal issues, so he wasn't there. So they're still kind of moving things around. I will say that Chuba is could legitimately start at guard.
Guard?
Yeah, left guard.
And so who's the center?
I don't think he's on the team right now.
Do you know who it is?
No, but I don't think he's on the team right now. I don't think it's DeCambra. I think they move him. I don't think it's Stovall. I think they pick up a center in the portal.
So, all right. So what about the Deuce Boost?
He's good. He'll start.
Is he going to start at what position?
Rhino will start. But keep in mind, too, like when you look at the O-line in camp, Rhino's not playing.
Right. Okay. What about Ty Buchanan? Is he going to start?
I don't know because he missed all last week and he wasn't today. Dude, like Chuba has a very legit chance to start at guard. He's not bad at all.
Okay, so is Chuba better at on the offensive line than he is the defensive line?
It is not even. I blame.
Massive fan of Chuba.
I blame UC Davis because he was an O-lineman at Long Beach Poly, and UC Davis moved him to the D-line, and Arizona's like, sure, why not? He is a considerably better offensive lineman than he is a D-lineman.
Was that one of your worst calls ever?
What?
That Chuba and BBN were kind of the same thing.
That wasn't my call. I'm actually not on the Arizona coaching staff.
No. But like your.
By the way, Jeremiah Patterson had his best and only good practice of the spring today.
Did you see? I think it was Back the A-Ray tagged me in this thing on Facebook where it was like a simulation and Jeremiah Patterson gets open for like an 85-yard bomb and then he just drops it. And it's like
he had a very nice day.
Joe Sumalo. Oh, Joe Sumalo. Very good. Hey, would you say that the coaching staff though is significantly better than it was last year?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yes. It's so all right. So the offensive line, here's where I'm at. I just need the offensive line to be like not super crappy. If the offensive line is a 5 out of a 10, I'll take it.
Yeah. I
okay.
think Dagan's really good. I really like his offense a lot.
Do you if Arizona, like I said, I'm just saying if Arizona loses every game like 65-58.
Every game? That's a lot.
I mean, like
I don't know every game, but I understand. We agree. We're on the same page.
If you know what I'm saying. I'm picking
up what you're putting down. Don't worry.
Now, this is very interesting. Mr. Nifty Cello just said Chuba making it to the MNFL as an lineman. Y'all heard it here first. That's my hot take. Are you in on that?
Yeah, baby. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm down with Chuba.
Hey, look at the great Rick Barons. I'm shocked Joseph isn't in here today talking about Jeremiah Patterson. Probably because he looks so stupid from last year.
Yeah, chubby for Chuba. That's our new motto.
Ooh, this is a PG show, my friend. Okay, Warden Xenon. Great name. Is that what I hear? Warden Xenon? I like that name a lot. Genesis Smith for Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. He is going to, I think he will put up a lot of numbers.
I think he's so good that don't be surprised if one of the other safeties hits the portal. Not Dalton Johnson. I mean, like a backup safety that may have played last year.
Those ones or whatever.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't care about anybody except Dalton Johnson or.
Yeah, I'm just saying like a backup guy that played quite a bit last year that could probably enter the portal because I don't think Genesis is leaving the field this season.
Yeah, nor should he. Let's see here. Oh, Kobe Thiel, probably because of the Andrew Kane slander. I got to give I think it's time to give myself a little bit of credit here.
You're a big Andrew Kane fan. Go ahead. What's your favorite part about his game?
I just love the kid. Any kid from Ironwood Ridge, I'm huge on. How about that? All I'm going to say is this year, when everybody was bashing Chip Hale left and right, saying that he couldn't recruit, he couldn't do all of that, who stood strong and said he can recruit, and this will not happen on my watch?
So if he can recruit, but he still doesn't make a super regional, what does that make him?
He's just really, really good.
I'm just saying.
He's no, it's like with Tommy. He's just hiding his players. I'm just saying.
That's a fair question I just asked.
What's that?
I think you could translate that to other sports too.
Yes. I don't know. Why is my Mike? Can I attest? I told him Andrew Kane was awesome when he was at Ironwood. You really did say that. This is true. Okay.
I used to go to Ironwood games just to watch them.
Did you really?
Yeah. I used to bring a sign that says, "Bring the pain, Andrew Kane."
No, you didn't. That's all garbage. You didn't do
that up.
You didn't do any of that. Okay. Now on the defensive side of the football, what do we need to know, Sheer? I like the secondary.
The corners have been inconsistent. Killebrews, Cole, pretty good. There's someone else in there that I'm forgetting.
Groves, Killebrew, Traden Stukes.
No, not Stukes. Stukes has been hurt. Who's the other corner? Cole, Killebrew, Garnes. I like Garnes at the slot. It's going to be interesting.
I thought he was going to suck too.
He doesn't suck. Deshaun McKnight, the transfer from like Chattanooga or Tennessee Martin,
is he actually good?
Is shockingly good. Now again, it's regular season, blah 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 blah. But like I've been very surprised because I'll be clear, there are some transfer busts that you heard, and the only time you heard about them was when I wrote up the article, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
He's
okay.
not one of them. He's good.
All right. We got 2 more reads, but we got to push merch first. Hey, get some merch here, baby. We got all kinds of stuff. We got merch for children and stuff. Yeah. Look at this thing right here. AZ12 podcast, shopfourthwall.com. Get it in there right now. We need pictures of you in merch. Kobe Alfiel, we need to see you and all of your Gen Zers in AZ12 merch. Make it happen, my friend. Make it happen. Okay. We got a couple more reads. What do we got? Talk to me. Look at this fish face. Oh, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Hey, you want to hear something? Guess who was at Green Valley Decorative Rock in the Green Valley area today?
Andre Veras. I heard it.
And he sent me a picture of it. So I almost didn't want to put it out there, and I haven't yet because I'm a little concerned because that's just going to get those guys that are all in retreat getting back to and saying that Green Valley Decorative Rock is only in Green Valley. But you know what? Andre Veras was down there, and he can vouch for it. He was really, really good, and he said that 50. And he said too that location right there, the Green Valley one, is equally supportive of the Tucson location, my friend. 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials, serving residents and contractors again, and they can bring you like a ton of stuff. They go up to north to Oracle, west to Marana, east to Sierra Vista, Benson, south to Nogales. Check it out. Yes, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Back the rock, baby. Kobe, change that. Get AC12 merch right now. Now, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Now, Dennis Walsh probably landed his jet there earlier today with Bert on it. And but again, we're going to be having a fight night there May 10th. May 10th, everybody expected to be there. Sure, you said you will be there. This is true.
Yeah, we had to have a discussion last night because it's Aurora's birthday party, and I said, sorry. Shelby literally said we're choosing RJ's Frozen Cactus over your birthday party.
Yeah, well, that's why she should just have her birthday party there at RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red hot sports and ice cold craft beer, my friend. And hey, guess what, Sheer? If you have a little too much of the old sippy, you can just park your Kona there. Kobe Alfiel saw you in that thing the other day.
Yeah, I like when I have too much to drink at RJ's, I just take a couple laps around the parking lot, and by the time that's done, I'm sober.
You're just launched at that point. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, should we celebrate my B-Day at RJ's? I do love UFC, and that is my birthday. Kobe Alfiel, you've already said that you will be there. We expect you to be there. Okay.
It's a big day for Mike's man on the ground. He had a tough weekend.
He had a tough weekend. Normally, my guy on the ground's really, really good. Hey, who was the Nazi that got knocked out?
Bryce Mitchell. I was so happy about that.
So that guy is literally that guy like is literally a Hitler sympathizer. He said.
He was like, Hitler's great, blah blah blah. Holocaust didn't happen, all that great stuff.
He got knocked out. Mike, how you celebrating this Sunday for what? What am
Easter.
Celebrating. I don't know. Probably we generally
You're not gonna take your daughter for an egg hunt?
No, I don't have a daughter. Most satisfying of the week. Yes. I don't know. All right. On that note, though.
It's also 420. Sorry. It's not.
See.
Mike doesn't smoke. Mike's
You
never
got-
smoked marijuana in his life.
I had to show Sheer how to light a joint. It was one of the lamest things I've ever seen in my life.
Want to hear a funny story? I'll tell you.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got?
We were in New York in
Did you
Times
not
Square.
light it there either?
No. We were in Times Square, and there's only one. There's a dude hitting weed out of a bag, and I was like, "No, I'm good. I think I'm going to go to an actual dispensary. Thank you, though." So we went to a dispensary, and we go, and Shelby's paranoid because whatever, and we basically had to go to an alley. And she was like, "There's cameras. There's cameras." Like, Shelby, there's no. You're fine. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, gosh,
we're gonna get through this. And she did. I was proud of her. She smoked marijuana on the streets of New York.
Yeah, well, that's
legal,
like
Shelby. You're good. Don't worry. We're good.
That's like you because you had to duck.
Look how upset she is. Smoking on the street. Double exclamation.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Jacob Franklin on. He's been a putz, but we want to get him on. Yes, but Sheer was the same way in SRS. He was terrified.
Well, I was terrified until I realized that weed was the least.
Oh, there's the least.
Remember the girl? Should we tell people? There's a girl that swore that she recognized me, and Mike actually played along and pretended like we met into each other. She took a what's the stuff she was walking around with? Nitrous.
Yeah, nitrous. Yeah.
Like, how are you? I remember you. And I'm like, I've never seen you in your life. And Mike's like, Mike, don't lie. You know her. I was like,
I was excited. Yeah, we talked with her. I was very.
You know what? The best part about that, because we both said the same thing. Here she was, high off nitrate, right? Nitrous. Couldn't even understand what she was like. And she was hot.
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Yeah, she really did. Yeah, she did. Yeah, no, she did. But no, Sheer doesn't know how to light a joint, which is like the weirdest thing ever. Because and it's not difficult.
I know how to light a joint. It was windy. It was rainy.
It was smelly. It was rainy. It was windy. Oh gosh. All right. Now, no, he doesn't, Shelby. I don't care what you say. I saw it with my own eyes. I had to do it.
You get upset because sometimes the joint goes out. I can't believe we're talking about this. And you get mad and you're like, the joint's not supposed to get out. And then you
he doesn't know what he's doing. Anyway, sure. Talk about the board and what you do know where you're doing.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Signing off?
Yeah, well, we're gonna sign off here in a second. I gotta get some other stuff.
Wait, what did you just ask me?
I said, hey, where else can they find you doing your stuff?
Oh, wildcatauthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Okay, and on top of that, guess what? You can also find Rage in there as well. Rage is on the board. I am so excited to see. Did you ever get that? Figured out with Rage?
No, I don't. I have to look.
Rage is in this U of A Wildcat group chat, and Kobe L. Thiel messages me. And he's like, "Man, this guy's wild." And
that's what the chat as soon as I got the invite.
I said, "Just be nice." I said, "Do not be mean to Rage. We like Rage a lot."
Do not
be mean
to Rage.
We're on his good side now, and we will never do anything to get on his bad side. Yes, happy Rage is yes. We do not want an unhappy Rage. All right, we will be. It's called Rage for a reason. Yes. All right. On that note, though, we will be talking about he just talks about strip clubs and basketball.
Yeah.
The guy's
don't worry, Kobe, you're in, buddy. We're going to what is it? Whiskey Pete's or whatever it is.
No, Shotgun Willies.
Shotgun Willies.
Yeah, Rage against the Rage. Okay. On that note, though, we will be back with you tomorrow, though, at 10:30. Sure.
I'll be here. Am I going to be here?
What's that? Yeah. Hopefully this will be all healed up. Look at this thing.
Disgusting.
Yeah. For Cody James Martin behind the scene as well, and everybody in there, you guys are the best. If you see Rage, be nice to him. You've been listening to the AC12 podcast.